I want to share two figures with you here real quick, and these have nothing to do with the giveaway, but I'm just going to share these with you real quick, and I'll let you know why. First of all here, RoboCop. The first time that I saw this figure, I believe it was in Books A Million, and I didn't really take a close look at it, but looking at it now, I think it is a pretty cool looking figure. He's not metallic, but you know, that kind of works because he has that gritty look to him, although it definitely would make sense to have a metallic RoboCop. And personally, I don't know how you all feel about it, but I don't think that Funko should just limit metallic pops to exclusives. If it makes sense for the figure, then I think they should go with it. There's the back of the box real quick. I believe that's the original artwork from the first movie. Okay. So that's the first figure. And the top of the box is not perfect, but I mean, really nothing major. You know, I don't think that'd be nitpicking to say anything about that. I think it looks pretty decent, you know. Moving on to the next one here. Universal Monsters, the Wolfman. Again, this is a figure I think should definitely be flocked, and maybe there is a flocked exclusive. You know, there might be a variation, but again, if it makes sense for the figure, I don't think Funko should hold back on the way that they can do their figures. You know, obviously, flocked Wolfman would make a lot of sense. But you all can let me know if there is a flocked Wolfman out there somewhere. But the design of this one I think is pretty great, very true to the original artwork that I saw from the movie. And then some other figures here in this series. They have Dracula, Frankenstein, which I think I always mix up some of these characters with the monsters, because they do have the monsters as well. Okay, then they got the Bride of Frankenstein, the Mummy, Metaluna Mutant, I think is how you pronounce that. I don't think I've ever seen anything, any clips of a movie with that character. Okay, the Phantom of the Opera and Creature from the Black Lagoon. So I've seen some of these characters around in stores, except I don't think I've ever seen Metaluna Mutant or the Phantom of the Opera. But I think I've seen all these others at some point. I actually have the mystery mini of Creature from the Black Lagoon up there. Okay, so these two figures here, like I said, they have nothing to do with a giveaway. The reason that I'm showing these to you is because these are two figures, or I should say the first of what's going to be a series of figures that I am sending to a good friend of mine. I'm going to go ahead and call him a good friend now, Anthony Nelson. He's been supporting my channel for a good while. We've been communicating some recently, and there's a particular pop that I've really wanted, I mean really badly, and he's been keeping an eye out for it. And just out of the blue last night, he hit me up and said that he was going to get this for me. And I don't have the figure yet, so I'm not going to talk too much about it directly. Once I actually have it in hand, of course, I will do a video on it. But it really blew me away that he did this for me, because I'll just be honest, it was a figure that was out of my price range. So for him to do that and let me, you know, pay him back with other figures, I thought that was just really amazing. I mean, it just really blew me away that he was so nice to do that. So I'm definitely going to look out for him. And like I said, these two figures here, these are just a start. And I know that at least one of my other subscribers, Michael Crothers, I hope I'm saying your last name correctly, Michael, but I know that he wants the Wolfman as well. So I'm hoping the Wolfman will be there when I go back to the store where I found it. You know, I'm going to try to hook him up as well. And I really want to give a shout out real quick to a couple of other subscribers and fellow YouTubers who've just really supported me and have really communicated with me a lot lately. I really do appreciate that. So again, Anthony Nelson is one of them. He does have a channel, and I really do want you to support his channel. The last time I looked at his count, I think it was at 98 subscribers. We got to get him above 100. Not at 100. We need to get him above 100 because he's right there at it. Okay, then also Towle the Towel Man. You hear me give him a shout out all the time. Really nice guy. Anybody that's interacted with him, they always talk about, you know, how nice Towle is. He has a great reputation, very positive person. You know, so I got to give Towle another shout out. And again, he's somebody else who's almost right at 100. I think he was at 90 the last time I looked. Again, we got to get him above 100. He deserves it. Some other YouTubers I've been just talking with a lot lately and bouncing ideas off of and everything, and I just really appreciate it. They include Cat D, and I recently did a trade box with Cat D. Do make sure you check those videos out. Check out my video to see what she sent me, and check out her video to see what I sent her. Okay, also Factoner, he was one of the people that inspired me to really give YouTube a chance. So interacting with him and getting cool with him, that's been pretty awesome for me. And yeah, he's a really cool guy, really nice guy. Make sure you check out his channel as well. New York Nerd, kind of recent on the scene in terms of YouTube, but building a following up very quickly. Again, really cool to talk to, and we are planning some things out in the future there. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And then also a YouTuber that I think only posts maybe once a week, but again, another really cool guy. Just cool to speak to, Brandon Martinez. As a matter of fact, he had a video somewhat recently. He said he wanted to get into reading some comic books. So I actually sent some comics to him, to kind of help him decide what it is that would appeal to him. So again, Brandon Martinez, another YouTuber I would like you to check out. So, I'm not trying to exclude anybody. I've met a lot of cool people. I could go on and on about some other cool people that I met, like Collecting Plastic and Karen from Ethan Finds Out. Just a lot of great people here on YouTube, and being really about community and looking out for each other. That's just amazing to me. And again, Anthony Nelson, I can't thank you enough for what you've done for me. And like I said, I'm definitely going to pay you back. And I'm not done speaking about Anthony and Towle. Both of these guys have really looked out for me a lot, and I truly appreciate that. So I'm going to try to pay them back, not just with pop figures. I'm going to try to pay them back in another way here as well. And that'll come up as we get into the details here about the giveaways. So the giveaway for the month of June, I've actually talked about this figure before in a previous video. It will be the FYE Grayscale Leonardo with the blue highlights. So the picture you see here is not altered in any way. That's what the figure is actually going to look like. Originally, I was thinking about, along with this figure, maybe giving some other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle type of figures, maybe like some mystery mini type things, or just some small little trinkets, maybe keychain or something. But then I really thought about it, and I know not everybody is a big Ninja Turtles fan. So I'm still gonna give away this particular figure because I did order it for that purpose. And if you happen to win and you're not a big fan of the Ninja Turtles, you can give it away to somebody that would appreciate it, or sell it. Whatever you do is really your business if you want it. But I do want you to make sure you have something that you really will enjoy. So I'm going to actually give away 2 pop figures along with the Leonardo. I'm also going to give away the pop of your choice, and I'm going to work this out with you. We'll find some way that I can communicate with you while I'm actually in the store. And when I say the store, I'm referring to Hollywood Heroes and Villains, which is a great store in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I live very close to it. Well, not very close, but less than an hour away, so I definitely don't mind the drive there. But they have a pretty good pop selection. So again, like I said, if you win, I'm going to find a way that I can communicate with you, while I'm actually in the store, and let you know what they have, and, we'll work out which one that you want. Now, I'm going to do the drawing right at the very end of the month. I don't actually have the Leonardo figure yet. I did a pre-order, and I know that it is supposed to come in this month. I'm just not sure exactly when. So do be patient as well. If you win, just be patient with me. I am going to make sure that you get your prize. As far as the eligibility is concerned for this particular giveaway, you must be a U.S. subscriber. That means, yes, you have to live in the United States. And you need to be active on the channel. That means you're watching and commenting on videos. Not just a subscriber that sits back and, waits, but somebody that's actually involved on the channel. You're watching videos and you are commenting. Okay, that is something I will look for. And I'm opening this up to everyone. I know there were a couple of people that had won, they won a giveaway before, so I wanted to give it some time before they had another opportunity. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just going to open this up to everybody that lives in the U.S. and again, who is an active subscriber. Now, I know this is kind of a messy looking screen here. It's kind of jumbled up, but I just wanted to quickly give you an idea of what they have at Hollywood Heroes and Villains. I'm looking in the upper left right now. You can look along with me. You see a lot of horror figures there. They have Alien, I can't remember if they had Predator or not, but I know they had Alien, the Xenomorph. They got Ghostface from Scream, which I'm glad that they have quite a few of those, because I'm definitely going to go back and get one of those. Freddy Krueger, Leatherface. I mean, there's some other characters there, as well. I'm not going to name them all. But again, they have a good selection of horror figures. They have, some more of those old school type figures. And like I said, they have the Universal Monsters, but then they also do have the Monsters figures as well. Another one that caught my eye, that it kind of jumped out at me, especially I know that Anthony has an interest in this one, and they have several of them. In the upper right hand corner, all the way in the upper right there, you have Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver, which I think this is the only store where I've seen this pop at before. I don't know if I've ever seen it anywhere else in the wild. But yeah, I've actually seen the movie A Taxi Driver before. Very interesting movie. So yeah, I know that Anthony, that's on his list, and never know, I might get one of those for myself as well eventually. Looking here in the middle of the screen, I mean, you see some large figures that they have. I can't read the name. I know there's a character from Harry Potter there, and forgive me, I'm just not a Harry Potter fan, so I don't know it very well. I see they have the TARDIS from Doctor Who. They got a couple of Thanos figures. They got Smaug. Okay. Next to it, you see they have Voltron, which I still don't get why Voltron is not a 6-inch figure, but whatever. They got Chucky there. That's, again, along with the horror figures. Bottom right there, they do have some Disney. I don't think they have any retired Disney or vaulted Disney, whatever you want to call it. I think it is mostly recent figures, but they do have some Disney figures going on. Bottom left over there, they have some Star Wars. They actually do have some older Star Wars figures. I don't know how far back that goes, but there are some older Star Wars figures there, including the Stormtrooper, that's the number 5, R2-D2, and Boba Fett. So this is not all of their selection, by the way. I didn't take pictures of everything that they have. Of course, they do have Marvel, DC. They have a lot of recent figures. I can't recall if I saw a Suicide Squad, but I know I did see the new DC figures, including Firestorm and Power Girl. So really good selection from this store. So again, if you win the giveaway for this month, you got a lot to choose from, but it will just be one pop from the store and then the Leonardo pop figure. Okay, now next up here for the June giveaway, there are ways to earn extra entries, and I want you all to jump on this immediately and take advantage of this. And I am going to follow up and check to make sure that you've earned those extra entries. So there are two ways, and it's basically the same method but just with different channels. First here it says follow the link to Anthony Nelson's latest pop related video. I'm going to put a link to that in the description. Okay, I want you to go to that video, subscribe to his channel, and make sure you comment and say FM sent me. Now you could also do the same thing with Towle's channel, and again I'm going to put an unboxing video. This is actually an unboxing video. He won my latest giveaway, and he actually unboxed his prize, so I'm going to link that video down below so you can check that out, see what he won if you don't already know. And then again I said, subscribe and make sure that you comment FM sent me. And I will follow up on both of those videos and look for that. And of course, I will check with the guys as well so they can check their subscribers list and make sure that you actually are subscribed. Now, I hope that anybody that's not in the U.S. or, anybody that's foreign, my international subscribers, I hope that you haven't checked out on me already, because I have not been forgotten about you. I've been saying for the longest time that I want to try to work out something to give back to international subscribers as well. So I'm going to give this a try. Okay, so here an international giveaway. For eligibility, you must be an active subscriber. Again, that means commenting on videos, watching videos, liking videos. And this is strictly going to be for people on the outside of the United States. Okay, this is going to strictly be international giveaway. And I'm leaving this very open because it's really going to depend on where you live. But we'll get to that in just a moment here. So it says by Friday, July 15th. So that means you got just over a month. By Friday, July 15th, I must receive a letter from you which describes your experiences with collecting Funko Pops. Again, by July 15th, so that's over a month, I must receive a letter from you which describes your experiences with collecting Funko Pops. And if there's anything else that you want to add in with the letter, just some information about yourself or your thoughts on the channel, or maybe some artwork, whatever it may be, it's really up to you. Just send that my way. Now, if you are thinking to yourself, because I'm gonna just say this, I can be a very blunt person sometimes, so I'm gonna be kind of blunt here for a moment. I'm a nice guy. I'm definitely a nice guy, but at the same time, let me be blunt here. If you are one of my international viewers and you're thinking to yourself, that's too much trouble to mail a letter, then, I mean, honestly, do you deserve to win a giveaway then? Because it's not exactly easy. I'm not a rich man. It's not going to be easy to try to get a prize to somebody that lives in another country, but I'm willing to make that effort. So all I'm asking from you is a letter as part of your entry into the giveaway. So I think that's pretty reasonable thing to do. I'm basically making sure that you're willing to send something my way, then I'll be willing to send something your way. Fair is fair. That's the way I look at it. Fair is fair. I know on a lot of videos I see people from other countries saying how, it sucks that they can't get certain exclusives in their country, and I really do feel for you. It's not that I'm not sympathetic. I do feel for you. But at the same time, like I said, fair is fair. Think about it. Would you do the same thing for somebody living in the U.S.? Would you, if you had an exclusive that's not in the U.S., would you be willing to send it to me knowing that the shipping cost is ridiculous? So, let's try to be fair about things in that regard. And I think a letter is really not much to ask of you. Okay, so for the winner, I'm not naming a specific prize right now. What I'm going to basically do is, it says here, I'm just going to read this off directly. It says, depending upon where you live, I will either mail you an exclusive figure you have an interest in, or I will order a figure for you from a company located in or near your country. So for example, I know that Pop Culture is located, that's an online website based out of Australia. And I know that some people on the other side of the globe, they take advantage of that. And the shipping, I'm sure, is a lot more reasonable for you all than it is for us here in the United States. For me personally, I just don't see it being worth it. It'd have to be a huge order to justify the shipping cost, and I just don't have it like that. So again, I'll work it out. I'll basically see what works best, either to send you a figure and just go ahead and kind of bite the bullet there and see the cheapest way that I could send a figure to you, or use one of the companies that's available in your country or near your country to send a figure to you. Now, I'll just say this, if neither one of those options seems like it's going to work out, then maybe we'll try to go a gift card route. Basically, I'm going to find some way to work it out for you. So the last thing it says here on the screen, it says, please be patient as this process may take a while. This is something new to me, but I really do want to make the effort to give something away to an international subscriber, because of course I do have people in other countries that have supported me, people from the UK, the Philippines, Canada, different parts of the world, and I definitely appreciate that. So that's it for now. This video did run, of course, longer than I wanted it to. I know I say that a lot, and it keeps happening. I guess I just run my mouth sometimes, but I really want to be clear about the details of these giveaways. I really want to, give those shout outs to people that have supported me. And again, Anthony Nelson and Towle, two great guys. I appreciate them so much. If you guys are watching, I can't thank you enough for being so supportive of me. And, I'm going to keep trying to support you in return. That's something I've always been big about on this channel. I keep using the word community, and the community is real. The community is real. And I'm going to say this as well, again, being blunt here. Either you're down with the community or you're not. I've said this before. If you're all about just doing just the giveaways and trying to get free things, and then you get mad if you don't win something, to me, that's just not cool. The other YouTubers, I don't think any of us are rich. We do this because we care, because we want to build a community and keep it moving and give to people when we can. But, we're not wealthy people. We don't have money to throw around. And I know there are some people that get mad when they don't win and they want to unsubscribe or thumbs down or make their little slide comments or things like that. And it's just like, let's just be mature. So again, either you're down with the community or you're not. And if you're not about community, then I mean, what are you entering giveaways for? It shouldn't just be about trying to get free stuff off of people. You know, you gotta support these people because YouTube is work. Trust me, I know that from doing my Saturday night vlogs. I know that YouTube can be work, and I'm not getting paid for this. I don't think anybody that I know is getting paid for this. You know, so we really do this as a passion and to be a part of community. So again, either you're down with that or you're not. And if you're not, you know, exit stage right. Do what you got to do. But for those of you that are really down, you know, I appreciate you. Keep on supporting me. I'll keep on supporting you. And you can look back over this video, check out the rules for the giveaway, because I want you to make sure that you take advantage of those extra entries for those of you that are in the U.S. And then for those of you outside of the U.S., you know what you need to do. Look back, you know, make sure that you send a letter my way by that date. Okay, that's enough for now. You know, I'm going to leave you all to it to get to entering these giveaways, and you all take care.